So hi guys, today we're here to talk about the diet that we've been on since, geez, how long has it been, baby?
I'd say probably the end of May.
May, so what is that, like seven months? 8 months? It's
going on 8 months.
It's going on 8 months. So I did have a few subscribers and just, random friends ask me to do a video on this because they were really curious about what we decided to do with this diet and why we decided to do this diet and what we eat and how we go about our daily lives with this diet, because for most people I feel like dieting is super hard, and we've tried and failed a couple of times in our life.
We did good a couple times.
A couple of times. So obviously we failed a couple of times as well. But I think this one has been the most successful for us because we've found a way to enjoy the food that we're eating, plus stay on a strict diet and kind of just feel happy about it, right?
Yes.
Right.
Because the last one I went a little overboard.
Yeah, my husband can tend to go extremely overboard. And by the way, if you don't know who my husband is, this is my husband Mitch. So we've been married for 10 years now. We've been together for 17.
Yeah.
We've been together forever, but yeah, this is my husband Mitch. So anyways, he can go a little overboard, and I think that's why the last one failed, because I just got over it and it was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you've lost your mind and it's no longer something that I want to do. So with this one, I think that we actually sat down and talked about it and decided the best way to go about it in order to keep ourselves healthy, because I'm going to be 40 in a couple of weeks and my husband is 37.
Yes.
And so as you get older, you know that your health can go down really quick, especially if you're constantly eating out and eating junk food, which is what we were doing for many years.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Every day. We're probably having about like 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day. It was
if
insane.
we're lucky.
Yeah, it was insane. And so we've decided to limit our calories for 29 days out of the month, and one day a month we'll have a cheat day where we can eat whatever we want to, which we've realized that eating whatever we want to, we don't really do that. Like, we don't really crave the stuff that we thought we would, right?
Or you don't eat as much of it.
You just don't. But anyways, our diet consists of mostly rice.
Just eating clean.
Yeah, it's just clean. It's like rice and a lot of fruits and vegetables. We don't cut out carbs.
No.
Which was, a lot of people decide that they should cut out carbs when they do a diet like this. But we realize that you need carbs in order to...
Yes. Carbs are good. Carbs are very, very good.
Yeah, we need carbs in order to sustain like your brain function and stuff like that. So we do eat carbs. It's not the keto diet. Is that what that's called?
Keto.
Keto. It's not the keto, and it's not like paleo diet or anything like that. It's actually just a diet that we decided to do, and it's not really something, we just kind of make it up as we go along, but it's really working for us. It's
more of a caloric deficit.
Right.
Diet and eating clean.
Right.
The best you can. I mean, it's kind of hard. Try to stick to organic the best you can.
Right.
But
we know organic is expensive sometimes.
Yes, it is.
And so we don't always eat organic, but if we can, we do.
Yes. And I mean, you're going to come across stuff that has artificial flavors and stuff like that. But if the good outweighs the bad, then go right ahead.
Right. So we do, especially when we eat something that looks like it may be processed, like this right here. It's not processed. It's oats and honey crunch, and this is something that we always look at the ingredients, and we try to stick to an ingredient base that only has about 5 or 6 ingredients in it, and that it doesn't have like number 6 in it or number 5 yellow or stuff like that in it. We try to make sure that it always has.
Yeah, no dyes. Those are terrible.
Yes,
they're terrible.
They are. They're not good for your system.
No.
Your body can't actually what is that word?
Process?
Yeah, your body can't process it. So we try to stick away from the stuff that your body can't process. So we do look at the back of a lot of products that we buy, or food products that we buy, to make sure that it has a limited amount of ingredients in it. And that's really helped us when it comes to this diet, because...
Well, from what we've researched somewhat, quite a bit.
Yes, you research a lot. My husband is a research junkie. Like, he totally does.
But if you can't pronounce it, more than likely your body's not going to know how to process that.
Right.
And what your body will do is it should probably end up shoving that into your fat cells, which is very counterproductive when you're
trying to diet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And another reason why we decided to do this too is because I don't want to have a heart attack anytime soon. And
I was having heart problems.
Yeah, my heart was doing some weird stuff, and it was getting kind of scary. And the older you get, you just don't want to have a heart attack. So
No,
I was starting to get a little scared about what we were doing.
I was getting pretty scared, and my heart rate, I have no idea what it was before. I know it would pound and it would like miss beats, it would take my breath away. A lot of bad warning signs.
Right.
And now my heartbeat is on an athletic scale.
Yeah.
It's around 50 to 48 beats a minute. So from what I understand, that's healthy. So I'm not a doctor.
Right, but you've been told that it's a healthy way of your heart to be. So
yeah, it's not working so hard.
Right.
When I'm relaxing or I'm just sitting around and my heart doesn't have to push as hard, which means my arteries are clear and stuff like that. So it really takes a lot of the
stress.
Yes,
off
away.
Of your heart. Your heart, the blood is flowing through the veins a lot better now.
Yeah.
So, which is another reason why we did decide to do this diet, because when I started this diet, I was 106 pounds, or 206 pounds. That's a lot for my size. I'm 5'4". That's severely overweight according to the graph for doctors. And so now I have lost a total of, I think it's close to 30 pounds ish, around that, because right now I'm at 178.5.
Okay.
Sometimes I can get on the scale and it's at 177. So it just depends on the day, or if I've drinking water before I get on the scale. I try not to get on the scale very much because I don't like to be disappointed. So that's
which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be on the scale all the time, because the thing is your body is going to retain water and it's going to,
depending on what you ate the night before.
Yes, I mean the sodium intake, a lot of different stuff, a lot of different factors will cause you to retain water. For females, if you're on your period, you're going to bloat and you're going to retain water.
Right, and which with me, I always retain water 2 weeks beforehand and then like the week after, which really sucks. So I try to stay off the scale as much as possible because I don't like to be disappointed. Yeah. My husband, on the other hand, has lost almost 60 to 65 pounds.
I'm about 5'10", and at the time I think I weighed a little over 230 pounds. I think that's where I was at.
Right. And I'll insert pictures of before and after too. That
was terrible. But anyway,
I still love you. I still think you're handsome.
But now I weigh in probably around 173.
Right,
I think.
Which is your goal weight, right?
It's around that. Yeah. And then, I've probably lost around the ballpark of 60 pounds.
Right. My goal weight is between 150 and 130. That's where I want to be at. So I still have a little bit more to do. I, on the other hand, don't exercise nearly as much as my husband does. He's on a strict weight.
Yeah.
He lifts weights and then he also runs. With my schedule with YouTube and work and everything else in life, I don't have as much time to do that, but I should. I should make more time to do it, because I feel like if I did exercise more, then I would lose the weight faster. But I just don't have the time sometimes, and
you look good.
I'm just lazy sometimes too. I get lazy, and that's okay. The fact of the matter is, as long as you stay within your calorie range, you're still going to maintain your weight or lose your weight. It's just going to take you a little bit longer if you're not working out, and that's what my problem is.
But there's a lot of apps out there that can count your calories. MyFitnessPal is a really good one.
Right.
I think we're on Live Strong, MyPlate.
Yeah, which is really nice, and you get a lot of support from other people that are on there as well. You can speak with them. They can tell you certain recipes that they're doing, and this is obviously not sponsored because.
No, we're not sponsored by them at all.
We're just, telling you what we use.
Good job, though.
Yeah, their apps are really good. If you can follow them, and the good thing is that you can scan in products that you're going to eat, and it will tell you how many calories it has and what your calories are for the day. Mm-hmm. When we first started this diet, I was at 1,200 calories a day.
Which, when you get on the whole thing, that's going to ask you, what your
how much you want to weigh,
how much you want to weigh, when you want, and how much you're willing to sacrifice calorie-wise a day. I'm not like a health care professional in any way, shape, or form.
Neither one of us are.
But if you go extreme, you're going to hate this. This diet is going to just crush you. We both started out very extreme.
Right.
And I can tell you right now, I hated every minute of it. I actually backed, my calories up a little bit so that way I could eat more. I could feel more satisfied, and it's helped out a lot.
Right.
I mean, it's
Plus
insane.
You're actually losing more weight now that you've added more calories because your body's burning more of the weight you have because of the workouts that you do.
Well, you don't want to put your body into a starvation mode. You put your body into a starvation mode, and it's basically going to use your muscle tissue before it uses your fat cells, because
right.
your fat cells are your survival. You know, that's what those are there for. It's basically your ration pack for if all else fails, that's what it goes to.
Right.
So if you're putting yourself in an extreme caloric deficit, you are going to look what they call skinny fat. And it's just a very unhealthy way to live completely. You should probably aim anywhere between maybe a half a pound to a pound a week.
Yes.
And you'll notice like, wow, you know, I can still have more food if you're hungry, and starting out is terrible. Like
right. When
you're
you first start out,
starving
you do kind of starve a little bit. I was dedicated because I wanted to lose the weight,
right.
because I see myself on camera all the time, and I could see myself just gaining more and more weight, and I was over it. So I did come to my husband and say, I need to do something. If you don't want to be a part of it, it's fine. I would prefer that you are, because I want you to be around with me for a long time. But
I'm glad you made me do it, because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it at all.
This is something I'm doing with or without you. And
I jumped on.
He jumped on and jumped right in, and he found all the apps and started looking for the good foods for us to eat, and it's really been working.
Right.
So anyways, like I said, I do 26 or 1260 calories a day is what I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's around about. What are you taking in?
I think I'm taking in around 2100.
Right.
Somewhere around there.
And as you lose weight, it will actually give you more calories, because it wants you to stay at a healthy caloric intake.
Yes.
Right. So you add how much weight you've lost, and then it'll either give you more or take away a little bit more, so that it will keep you where you want to be as far as weight loss goes. Yeah. Right.
And if
the
you
app does, anyways.
If you work out, I think both of them they also hook up to your Google Fit.
Right.
So it tracks your steps.
On your phone.
If you work out, weights, you can enter that in there. Running, cardio, whatever you know.
Right. So when you do cardio, like when I was doing cardio and I would burn 150 pounds or 106 pounds, I would then
calories.
Or 100. Yeah, calories.
That's
Thank you. I was burning
a lot of
pounds. You end up having to then again go back and eat those calories throughout the day. So with my issue with working out as well, I have an issue right now with even eating all of my calories. At the end of the day, sometimes I've only eaten 9 to 1,000 calories, which is not good for me at all.
No.
And it's not because I'm trying to lose extra weight, because it's actually bad for me, because it's keeping me from losing more weight, because it's storing my fat. But because of the food that we eat, it just makes you so full that you don't want to eat anymore. And it's hard. It's hard for me to eat.
It is.
And so I can't work out and then try to put that extra 100 calories in, because for me 100 calories is a lot. It's a lot. And you'll see if you start doing a diet like this how hard it is to maintain the calories that it's asking you to once your body gets adjusted to it.
Right.
You know?
Water helps. A lot of water helps.
Right.
I usually limit myself to one caffeinated drink a day.
And now even that, I'm drinking decaf coffee, so I'm not even drinking a caffeinated coffee. I mean, I think decaf has like slight caffeine in it, but not like the full caffeine.
Right.
So I'm not even drinking that anymore. We drink mostly strictly water,
or
flavored water, which isn't really flavored. It's like these Arrowhead spring waters that have
She drinks
like
that. I can't stand those things.
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
Sorry, Arrowhead, but I drink.
I love them, Arrowhead. I think they're great.
I drink vitamin water.
The zero.
The zero.
Right.
I just.
Because it doesn't have any added sugar, which we took out any sugars out of our body. The only sugars that we do eat are all natural, like honey.
Honey, if it's got cane sugar in it. That's
we'll
good.
have it, but it's limited. It's not like a whole bunch. And if we are going to have something sweet, we always go to gluten-free.
But we use like different, instead of like whole eggs, we'll use egg whites.
Right.
We use like, what is it, the healthy butters and stuff like that. Like we'll try to make it as healthy as humanly possible.
I think it's Live Smart butter. Is it Live Smart or Live Better butter or something like that? It's supposed to be better for you. It's plant-based instead of milk-based. Which is another thing we took out was dairy.
Well, not completely.
No, we took out all dairies except for Greek yogurt, and we also have mozzarella cheese every once in a while. Mozzarella cheese is kind of a hit or miss. It's not something we have in my diet every single day.
No.
But we do add it, like if we're going to have a cheeseburger or something like that, which we do have cheeseburgers. We just
use very lean meat.
Lean meat, yes. It's
which
like
I know a lot of people are going to be
cheese,
all over us over red meat.
Right.
I can tell you right now, there's a lot of people that say avoid red meat at all costs. It's not good, and they're right. It's not the best meat to have.
Right.
But I love having red meat.
Me too. I'm a steak
sorry.
eater. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know it's not the best thing,
Yeah,
but
and we don't eat it very often.
No, we
Probably
have a lot
like
of-
once or twice a month.
a lot of chicken,
Yeah.
a lot of fish, a lot of fish.
Some pork. We do have like
Yeah, we do have pork.
roast. You know, just stuff that's a little bit better for your body, I guess. And I
Yeah.
don't know that pork is so much, but I mean, we do have pork as well. We do have like a lot of cantina bowls that we make at home. So I'll throw like either a pork roast or a chicken breast or something in a crock pot in the morning, and then by the time we get home from work, it's all cooked up, and you can shred it, and then we throw it on top of like rice and some black beans and some salsa, and then guacamole. We always use guacamole.
Yeah.
Because we don't use any other dairy, so we can't use like sour cream or anything like that, and that's actually really, really good.
Right.
And it's all like fresh made like salsas and stuff like that we've made ourselves. If we do buy salsas from the store, we always make sure, like I said, it just has a certain amount of ingredients in there and nothing that we can't pronounce or that we know it's not good for our body. So
Right.
we're really strict about that. In the morning, I'll have a cup of coffee with a non-dairy creamer.
It's almond milk.
Almond milk, yes.
Yeah.
And then my husband will make me a shake out of this stuff here. This is from Silk, and it's cashew milk. So we've switched to cashew milk when it comes to our shakes that we have, and it's a protein shake. So he'll put the cashew milk in there, and then he'll take this PB Fit peanut butter powder and put some of this in there,
Yeah.
right? And then you put a banana in there.
A whole banana.
A whole banana.
Blend it up.
And then he blends it up. And then I'll take that to work with me, and I'll have that about 10 o'clock in the morning, which will get me through to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where I'll then have like my yogurt with the granola on it. And that only puts me at about, I think, 400 calories for the day. But because of the stuff we're eating, I'm completely full. And then by the time I get home for dinner, I can have about 700 or 800 calories that I can eat dinner with. And we normally have like meat, rice, vegetables, and then we also can have snacks. Like you like to eat those ice creams. What are those called?
Oh yeah, if you really like sweets, because I'm definitely a sweets guy,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's hard.
Yeah.
It was hard to basically let that go.
Right.
And we found Halo Top. Halo Top ice cream is amazing. It's non-dairy.
I don't like it. I'm not a big.
Well, it's not
fan.
non-dairy. I
Yeah.
shouldn't say that. It does have dairy in it, but
It
it's
has
very
whey,
little.
right?
It has whey.
Right.
It does have whey. I'm sorry. It definitely has dairy in there. But you could eat. I think the highest calorie on one of them is
It's like 390.
yeah, maybe 380, 390
For the whole pint.
For the whole pint.
Right.
So you can just either, if you have some calories left over, and if you go like 100 calories above, don't even worry about it.
Right.
So like if you're looking at that and you're like, I need something, you can eat half the pint, you can eat the whole pint and not even worry about it. I love those things.
Right.
I love those things.
Yeah, those are pretty good. As far
Good
as
job, Halo Top. Those
Yeah,
things are
Halo Top
amazing.
did a good job. Again, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
As far as like fruits and vegetables go, a lot of people say you shouldn't eat a lot of fruit because fruit has a lot of sugars. But for me, it's natural sugars, so I eat a lot of fruit because I like sweet fruit stuff. And when we were doing that other diet, what the hell was that a while back?
It was my insane diet. And
Yes,
it was just
but we
crazy.
were following the one with that Osborne chick. What is it?
You're talking about we were doing the Atkins diet.
Yes, we were doing the Atkins diet. This is
ago.
probably about like 5 years ago, and
Hated it.
you couldn't eat fruit, and it drove me insane. I
I
literally
don't care about fruit.
I know you don't like fruit, but that not having fruit in my body, because I grew up just eating fruit. For the most part, we'd eat more fruits than we did anything sweet. So not having fruit is what broke me when it came to the Atkins diet. So I'm able to have fruit. I can eat grapes all day long if I want to. I can eat strawberries. The only fruits that I have to count as calories, and the other ones I don't, are like bananas, peaches. What else are there?
It's pretty much like any dense fruit,
Yeah,
bananas,
the dense
things
fruit,
like
the
that.
stuff that you can't
Real
see
starchy.
through. Yeah, real
Yeah.
starchy stuff. I count those as calories, but the rest of them I don't. I can just eat those freely, like watermelon, stuff like that, and I have no issue, and I'm still losing weight that way.
Yes. It's all water, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it is. We do have a special bread that we buy, and it's, what is that?
Franz, 26 grain bread.
Yeah, and that's the bread that we eat. Like if I'm having like eggs in the morning for breakfast, I'll have like toast with that. And then I do have potatoes, but it's a small portion of potatoes because potatoes do have a lot of starch in them. So I'm not really neglecting the stuff that I really like to eat. I just changed up what I put in my body.
Right.
And you've done the same. And
Right.
that's really helped. And, when we started this diet, it was mostly for health reasons. It was not really to lose weight, but then we quickly realized we were losing weight just by changing up what we ate. It had nothing to do with, you know.
And it's hard like at first because your weight will fluctuate so bad. It's insane.
Yeah.
That's why I say stay off the scale. Pretty much if you want to, when you start this diet, if you choose to start this diet, you should really just focus on how are your clothes fitting.
Right.
If you also want, you can do it before, you know, take a picture of you before.
And then
and then every month take a picture and see your results that way. The scales can lie.
Yes,
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're absolutely terrible.
You do got to go off of your clothes weight. I went from a size 14 pant and shirt to a size 11, 10. So that's not a bad amount of, you know, sizes to go down. You went, you disgust me when it comes to it. It's just annoying.
I steal my youngest kid's
Yeah, he wears
now.
all the boys' clothes now, which is just crazy.
I have a whole new wardrobe.
My goal is to fit into my daughter's clothes eventually. I'm almost there. Like I have like 2 to 3 sizes to get to her size because she's a little tiny itty bitty thing. But yeah, I think this is a great way to get healthy.
It is.
I think it's pretty easy for the most part when you get into the groove of things and find like what really works for you to, you know, stay healthy. And
exercise helps a lot.
Exercise does help.
It does help.
But do remember, if you're like me and you can't eat all your calories through the day, exercise is not going to help you if you can't put that back into your body. Whatever you burn off on exercising, you have to replace it that day. So if you can't do it, then you probably shouldn't. But it does help, and I need to start figuring out a way to get more calories into my body. I'm too busy. I didn't realize that I didn't eat as much as I do until this, until I was actually counting the calories that I'm taking in.
Right.
So my husband does have some protein shakes that he takes too because he does lift weights and he's like a protein freak. We got a phone call from our son. My husband does do a lot of protein shakes.
Yeah, I do a lot of protein shakes. One of the good things on the Live Strong My Plate is if you are trying to cut fat and build muscle, for the guys out there, females too, if you're looking to get toned or however you want to do it, it does help you with your macros that are on there, which you kind of have to follow in order to build muscle. I have this stuff right here. It does have some artificial flavors in there, but for the most part it's pretty natural. It's phase 8 protein powder. It's awesome. It delivers 26 grams of protein from 7 different protein sources. I love this stuff. You can get it at Walmart, and it is relatively cheap. It's around the $23 mark.
Right.
I wake up in the morning and I have one, and I will then wait a couple hours, and I'm at work and I'll pack a breakfast, and my breakfast usually consists of I'll have a banana, some hard-boiled eggs. Believe it or not, a lot of people think that eggs are terrible, and they're not. They're really not. And I'm sure we'll have some debates about that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I eat them, and
because we watch our
amazing.
cholesterol intake on other parts of the food that we intake, it's okay for him to have that because you do need some cholesterol.
They have
in
good
your body.
fats. They're full of a lot of good sources of protein, good fats. Things like that. So I'll have some hard-boiled eggs, I'll have a banana or some kind of other fruit, and then for lunch I will have usually my Greek yogurt.
Right.
I'll have that, and I'll have another shake. Come home and I will
have another shake. He has shakes all day.
I usually will lift weights for an hour.
He gets off way before I do from work, so he has enough time to come home and do that. He gets off at 3 o'clock. I get off at 5, so he has 2 hours to do things without me here, which works out for him because by the time I get home from work, I have other things to do.
Right. So yeah, I usually come home and I will lift for an hour. After my hour is up, I will have another shake. And usually we'll have dinner, and that usually amounts to my calories. I try to eat every couple hours to every few hours.
Right.
Get something in there, and I'm pretty much eating all day.
You eat all day.
All day.
It's insane how
and
much you eat.
it's just I have to force myself to
You
eat.
do. You end up having to force yourself. You almost feel sick because I look at food now and I don't look at. It's so funny how your mind changes the way you see things when you're actually doing the right thing for your body. And I look at food now and I don't see it as, oh my God, that looks delicious. I see it as, oh my God, I have to eat this.
Right.
You know, and it's not because I don't like what I'm eating. It's just because I'm just full all the time, you know.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I wake up starving in the morning. So in the morning, I need to eat something because I do wake up starving in the morning. Especially if I haven't eaten all my calories, which again, I'm so bad at. But our dogs are knocking at the door. But I mean, it's just your mind completely changes. And we have been doing this for almost 8 months now, right?
Yeah, and I don't see us stopping anytime soon.
No, I feel like we can continue to do this, continue to live healthy. We still eat out. We go to Qdoba. And
Qdoba's great.
Yeah.
Qdoba's great. If you know,
of course, we don't get dairy.
No, so I mean, you could do a naked burrito bowl, and basically, you know, put all the stuff that you would normally, brown rice.
You can get corn tortilla tacos.
Yeah,
because corn tortillas are better for you than
flour. We try to cut out a lot of flour, processed flour.
Yeah, anyway. Processed. So we do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to like Applebee's and they have like a calorie menu that you can order off of.
Good menu.
And the thing is that we went a little bit more extreme. We decided to change what we ate as far as like not eating processed stuff, but you don't have to do that. As long as you stay within your calories, you can have McDonald's all day long. You know,
it's not great.
It's not good for you.
It's not a good idea.
Absolutely, but you'll lose weight as long as you stay within your calories. But we wanted to change everything because we figured we want the inside of our bodies to start functioning better. You know,
a lot better,
and you think better too. It's funny how like
you don't get sick as much.
No.
There's just a lot of benefits to it.
There is a lot of benefits to it.
And
more energy. You have more energy throughout the day. There is a lot of benefits. Every time somebody comes over, like my sister-in-law when she was over when we first started, she was losing it. She was just like, I need cheese in our diet. Which, granted, we had started the diet the month before she came. So when she came, we started a couple of days within her being here, we were able to have a cheat day, and we ordered pizza, and she was just like, thank God, you know, because she's like a cheese eater,
right? And
I am a cheese eater too, which we recently realized that we can have mozzarella because it has like less, I don't know how they process it different than regular cheese.
Yeah.
So we started eating mozzarella, which has helped me a lot more because I love cheese, and we've been able to make like little pizzas with like flatbread and stuff, you know, but we don't eat any processed meat, so we don't have pepperoni, but we have like pizza with like chicken, and you know, it's just, you just gotta find different ways of doing it. I follow a lady on YouTube, and I'll put her link down below. She makes awesome recipes that we've done like 3 or 4 of them.
They're great.
And
they're great.
I love that. I love it. Every time she puts up a new recipe, I tell my husband, let's go to the store. We're buying this shit today.
Yeah.
And we try it out, and it's so good. So I'll definitely put her link down below. But if you guys have any questions about it, or, you know, any concerns about what we're doing, or if you just want to say you guys are bullshit and this isn't working, go ahead. I mean, it's okay. This does work for us, and this is what's been working for us for the last 8 months.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy with it. So if you do have any questions that you want to ask me, or if you want to ask my husband, just put them down below. We'll definitely try to answer you as much as we can with any, you know,
anything that, I mean, we've hit some hard spots.
Yes, we have.
Like, not saying that this has been a smooth ride.
I mean, by the end of the month, I'm like, I need a cheat day. I need a cheeseburger. I need some pizza. You know, so.
And that's a good thing, because I mean, your body, especially for us, like the weight loss, like your body gets used to the diet food, so then your weight loss starts cutting down and down and down, and it's like your metabolism kind of takes us it just hits a plateau, hits a wall, and then you eat just garbage. I mean, and it's kind of liberating, because it's like, I can eat whatever I want today, and
it sucks because the next day we feel like shit.
Well, I feel like shit the same day, but like. You know, you eat it, and you're just like, oh, it's so awesome.
Yeah, the first bite of that pizza is always amazing. Like, oh my God,
2 slices, so good.
Right.
After those, for me, it's like, I don't want any more of this stuff. But the first 2 ones, they are. But
we allow ourselves to have that cheat day so that we can stay on track. We know
and it kind of kickstarts that metabolism.
It does.
It kind of gets that back, because your body's just, I don't know what to do with this stuff, so it just kind of like.
Get rid of it.
Burning it.
Yeah, it's like
really
get rid of it right away, and so your body does.
But we do try to, if we are going to have a cheat day, to help out through that cheat day, we try to work out. Yeah. I know I definitely will go downstairs and I will hit the weights, you know, and try to get in.
We have an elliptical from Bowflex.
Yes.
And that's really, really awesome.
And I love that thing, because I work out I lift 4 days a week, and I do cardio 2 days a week. And Saturdays are my days I do nothing. I don't do anything. I lounge around. I basically sit on my ass. I don't do anything,
Right.
or try not to.
Right.
And
We go to the store a lot.
I don't like the store. But anyway, yeah. So to have that cheat day, just to help me through it, I do go down. I do work out, and that way I'm kind of already in that calorie burning mode.
Right.
And then I usually try to go nuts as much as humanly possible. Thanksgiving was amazing. I was counting down the minutes. I was like, I got 30 minutes left before midnight. I need to eat something else, and because I'm screwed
And
the next day.
I was just after I ate dinner, I was done. I'm just like I was like, if I try to eat anymore, I'm gonna throw up because your stomach really does shrink.
Yes, it does,
weird,
and it's so hard. Like it's painful. It's
it
painful.
does, yeah. It's very uncomfortable. But anyways, like we were saying, if you guys do have any questions about it, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below. We will definitely answer any questions you have. If you have any concerns, if you guys have any tips for us about staying, on track, anything that you want to talk about in this video, just put it down below. We'll definitely answer, and we just want everybody to be healthy and live a very long life, and I plan hopefully to be that way. I would love to see my kids get married and my grandkids and all that kind of stuff. So this is why we decided, this is why we decided to make a change in our lives. Yeah. And if we can help any one of you to, make a change, just, we would love to. We would love to.
If I can do it, anybody you guys
so hard-headed.
Because I did not want to do this.
No.
I did not want to do this at all.
He was fighting me every step of the way.
I did not want to do this.
Right.
And I am so glad. Thank you so much for getting me healthy. Because
and now he's doing so much better than me. But
now I'm like, I'm
he's crazy. He drives me nuts sometimes, but I love you. But yes, so, okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know if you have any questions. We'll put some before and after pictures somewhere within this video. And we love you guys so much. This is why we wanted to make this video, to maybe help somebody that's struggling with weight but just can't find the solution for it. I really do think this is a better solution than, trying to follow some crazy diet. This is just you sticking to a certain amount of calories a day, and you're still able to eat most of the things that you want to within reason, and it's just much easier for me this way. And me. Yeah. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Again, don't hesitate to add any questions, and we'll talk to you sometime within the week. Bye!